to today's episode of Afro Scientific Spirituality. My name is Efe West. If this is your first time on the channel, you're highly welcome. This is a place where we separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concept from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I'm going to be talking about my ayahuasca experience. Recently, I told you guys that I'll be going for the ayahuasca ceremony, and I just concluded it, and a lot of things happened. So today, I want to share my experience with you guys and what ayahuasca did for me. Okay, the ayahuasca trip was sort of a retreat that I took part in. It happened in Philippines. As you currently know, I am presently in the Philippines for an extended vacation. So I've been always wanting to try this ayahuasca. I learned about it in the year 2020. That year I was in Laos. I was teaching and doing some sort of charity NGO work. But I wanted to try it back then. But due to the COVID outbreak, I could not travel. They had a place in Cambodia that was doing it. I made contact with the center, but I couldn't travel due to COVID restrictions. So I went back to Nigeria, from there to Cape Verde, and now I'm back in Asia. So I was surprised that they have so many places doing it in Philippines. So I checked online. I discovered one very nice one. I liked their. I saw what their list of programs, and I thought it was great and affordable. So I enrolled for the experience. I did it actually with the Ayahuasca Ancestral Asia community in Cavite. Very nice people, very wonderful people. They are very professional and they're very understanding. So I went there. The program was for 2 nights of ayahuasca and 1 day of kimbo. We did about four different traditional South American uh, medicine. As we all know, ayahuasca is from South America. It is the native medicine from the people of the Aztec, the ancient Mexicans, the Mayans, the Peruvians, the Colombians. The people that actually did this ceremony are from Colombia. So all the ayahuasca and all the medicines we took actually came from there. They're actually authentic stuff. I did the ayahuasca. I did the rapé tobacco snuff. I did the Kimbo medicine with a little bit of Reiki massage in between. It was very nice. I was given instructions not to eat red meats, any sort of meat products, or drink alcohol, or smoke, or even have sex for about a week to the ceremony. But I tried my best to follow the remedy, to follow the diet, and I did what I did. So I arrived at the place. It was nice, and so we waited. The first night I took the ayahuasca. They brought us out on the open field, gave us the initial orientation, what to expect, and how to behave and stuff like that. But they asked us to set intentions, that we should set intentions. So I actually went there in order to develop and improve my spirituality. That was my intention of going there, to actually to try the ayahuasca before, because I have heard so much about ayahuasca. I say I need to try this stuff. I've read so many things about it. I have heard so many testimonies that it is the womb of nature, it is the vine of nature, it is this, is that. You're going to see some serious snakes and nakoda and animals coming to you, stuff like that. You're going to see spirits and all that. I say, okay, I want to see this. I have heard so much stories about this very plant. I have to try it. If I don't try it, I will not know. And the kind of nature I have, I am always curious and adventurous. So I say I must do this ayahuasca. I must see it, and I must talk about it so people will know from my own perspective. So I went there. I set my intentions. Actually, I took the first cup that night. I didn't really feel anything. Although people started going gaga, people were. I was experiencing a purgation of emotions around me, like a cathesis on a wide scale. Some people drinking and the effect was very, very fast upon them. Before I know, people started crying, people started weeping, people started vomiting. They gave us all buckets. Part of the ayahuasca process, you will vomit, you will throw up, you will go to the toilet. You might even urinate on yourself. All these things will happen to you. So everybody have their buckets, have their tissue, have their space. We are sitting around the fire after the initial tobacco cleansing and prayers, opening prayer ceremony, as any ritual normally goes through. So the first time people were, I was like, I didn't feel anything. I was not feeling anything. At first, I thought it was a scam, or maybe people were hurting because I went to the facilitators. I told them I am not feeling anything. I'm perfectly fine. Are you sure you give me the right cup? Because I came here to have an experience and I must have the experience. They gave me the second cup. Then something a little bit started shaking my stomach, but I was not feeling fine. But before I know, it's like something was growing inside me. Like the way I was, like something was growing inside my stomach, like a living thing, like a child or a baby. I have not had birth before, but what I experienced is that something was growing in my stomach, that it was spreading into every part of my body. I was relaxed. I was feeling every sensation. I was very, very alert. Before I know, this thing that was growing inside my stomach start trying to take over my body, trying to control my hands and my legs. This is what I was weakened. This stuff it was happening. Before I know, this thing was controlling my hands and my face. It was shaking me out, shaking every part of my body like it was trying to drive a new car. It's like it was trying to rear my body as its own, like it was trying to possess me. So I was shocked. I said, "What the hell is this? I can't let this thing to take control over me." So my willpower, I activated my willpower. I strengthened all my mind. I strengthened my mind. I strengthened my body. And then there was a kind of impasse. Before I knew, half of my body was paralyzed. But I can still control it, but it was not under my full control. So I was like that. So I said, wow, if this thing controlled me, I might lose control. I don't know what I might do. I was feeling different sensation. I feel like crying. I feel like vomiting. I feel like pooping on myself and peeing on myself. Everything was just trying to happen to me at the same time. This is what the experience happened was. This is what I was feeling. So I said, if I poop on myself here, this is going to be a disgrace. I am an adult. I cannot poop on myself. I cannot pee on myself. I cannot allow myself to be taken over. So I have to control. So I really hold this down. So I was on a state of like a temporary paralysis for a long time. Then before I knew, the universe was opening up. It's like the stars was tearing up the fabrics, like and the universe wants to split into two. So I heard myself again. I was so afraid. I felt like dying. In fact, I actually died. I will say that the first night I died, I was like seeing into my blood structure. I saw myself in one of these sepulchres in Egypt, the ones that used to bury pharaohs in. I actually saw myself in that kind of condition. I was there for as long as possible. Then I start hearing voices, people telling me different kind of things. I was hearing voices. I was seeing visions. Before I know, situations that have happened to me in my life that I have totally forgotten about, especially in my first university days, they started surfacing, they started popping up. These are things that I have not remembered for more than 25 years. They started popping up from my mind. I was seeing everything. I was seeing like when I was when I was coming into this planet, like I was being given birth. I saw myself. I saw old family members. I was just seeing things, and the spirit was just showing me things that were happening to me. I was just watching everything like a movie. So I watched this. Before I knew, I started feeling the urge to throw up, and then I threw up. The throwing up was very, very violent. It was very, very involuntary. It's like my stomach was turned upside down, and it was squeezing itself when it was winging itself out. And I didn't eat that whole day. I didn't eat for like 2 days, but I throwed up so many things that I didn't know where they came from. I throwed up, I pooped, I went to toilets, and it was like I was totally empty. At the end of the day, I felt very, very light. I slept on the field. I saw different kind of constellations. I noticed a particular constellation was very, very much attached to me. This is a constellation I've never noticed before. But that night it came very, very clear. I saw that constellation like it was totally attached to me. And I've already marked it out for future research and understanding. I saw many things that night, but it was not like enough. But the night was crazy. At the end of the day, I came down. My eyes got cleared. I slept, and the ayahuasca left my body. So the next day, we did a circle of words. I told the participant, they asked me to relax my body, and I told them exactly what happened to me. That told them my experience and the rest. Then the second night was when the real movie started. So the second night, we went under the feed. They gave me the first cup of ayahuasca. I didn't really feel anything. Some people were already going gaga, going crazy. They were already kind of, everybody was like managing their grief in their own way. People were crying, people were rolling, people were vomiting. Everybody was just going crazy. It's like a mental, for that few hours, it's like a explosion of emotions. The facilitators were trying to go from people to attend to people to people. It was like a mental institution that night. Those people, they have seen a lot of things. They were like a mental institution. So I was there. Then later on, I took the next cup. So the ayahuasca came in. This time I didn't resist. This second night, I just relaxed and let anything that want to happen. I didn't even set any intentions. The intention was that ayahuasca, do your work. That's what I just said. Just do your job. Anything you want to do. Then I relax. Then the thing started growing on my stomach again like a child. It grew up. This time it got into every part of my body. Before I know, my leg just moved on its own. There was a condition on my leg that somebody did to me a long time ago, and I thought it has left. I didn't know that this situation is a very, very situation. It needs to be dealt with. It's something that can cause death to me. My leg just moved automatically. It's like the grass kind of attached themselves to my leg. Then the ayahuasca started using my hands to operate on my leg. My hands were moving like an orchestra, were just moving on their own. All my bodies were just moving. The thing actually took control of me. Then, before I know, I started going into a trance. I went into a trance whereby I went down into the spirit of nature. I connected to the spirit of the earth. Then my original higher self came into me, and he started speaking through me. He started speaking. He told me who I was really. He told me my true nature. He told me what is inside my blood, my destiny, what came with me to this lifetime. He told me who I am, what I am supposed to do, what is my nature. And it starts manifesting. I actually manifested on that very spot. I started rooting all the grasses. And start speaking. I was seeing vision, very deep visions into the hidden secrets of everybody around me. Anybody that come close to me, I could see their secret. I could see what was wrong with them. I was fully connected to nature. My hands were just moving on their own, rooting grass, trying to find every secret thing, that's every hidden thing. So I manifested. I thought for like a longer part of the night, I just was like a computer that was connected to the earth. I was like a computer. I could see into the secrets of people. That was my destiny. That was my original calling. This is what happened to me. The ayahuasca showed this to me, showed me so many times, and I just could not deny it. It was just telling me, it was showing me, keep opening. It was like my hands were playing oracle. My hands was playing oracle with the sand. It was telling me who I am, telling me who I am, calling my name, calling my name, calling my name, calling my name. This is who you are. This is who you are. This is who you are. You cannot deny. It was exposed. Everybody around me saw this. Everybody witnessed my manifestation. Even me, I never knew I was that kind of person until this very day. I never knew my true purpose until this very day. So the ayahuasca experience was very, very deep. It was very, very deep. It went all over my body. It did a lot of things. A lot of old memories were surfaced. A lot of things that needed to be done were surfaced. I was there on the feed for a long. I was the only person on the feed for a very long time till almost morning, and so many things happened. So many things happened. From what I experienced from this ayahuasca is that it is going to reveal who you really are. It's going to bring you uh, to face with your hidden secrets, with your true nature. This is what it did for me, and this is what it did for the participants that came. The major problems that they are worried about in their life, that is giving them problems, that is giving them headache and sleepless nights, those problems were exposed. People that have traumas, the suppressed traumas, PTSD, and everything was exposed, and it resolved them and it treated them. So the thing is not only a psychedelic or hallucinogenic drug medicine, it is also an healer. It is an healer. So I believe this thing is very powerful, and it is so intense. In fact, I have never experienced any herb that is as strong as this. The only herb that I experienced that as strong as this one is marijuana. But this thing I will say is like 1,000 times stronger than marijuana. This very thing, it is 1,000 times stronger than that. This thing is going to bring out who you are. It's going to show you who you are, and you just cannot escape. And there's nothing that can prepare you for this experience. Nothing that can prepare you for this experience. So this experience is a very, very powerful experience, and it will bring all those toxic things inside you, that is inside your body. You are going to throw up all those things. You are going to poop all those things out. You are going to sweat, spit, things that will come out of your body. You are going to be shocked. So I think I'll recommend these things for people that have illnesses, sicknesses that have evaded Western medicine, people that have some kind of serious medical conditions in their body. I think they should try ayahuasca. I'm 100% confident that ayahuasca can heal them, especially if that sickness is even is a spiritual and physical nature. Ayahuasca will heal that illness in their body. So this thing is a healing medicine. It's a very, very powerful herb, and it changes your life. It changes your viewpoint, and it puts you on the right path with life, and it brings you in harmony into nature. So the ayahuasca actually exceeded my expectation. I have never experienced anything like this, and it actually, since I've been doing oracle work, I have never gotten this kind of revolution. The revolution that I got from this, I believe, is the deepest so far. It went deep, came from Mother Nature herself. This ayahuasca is actually the vine of Mother Nature. It is the spirit of Mother Nature. It is a divine spirit of nature. It's 100% pure, 100% pure plant deity, and very, very powerful. And it seemed like the name that these people call it, Osinya, is also like the African deity we call Osin, the deity of nature. Same deity we call Aziza in West Africa, Osinye. With the people in Cuba, they call it Osin, the deity of nature. These Colombia people, they call it their own Oyasin, the same spirit of nature. So I believe we are dealing with nature spirit here that are being venerated in different lands across the world. So it's what I was able to trace with the name, and this is the same nature spirit that we venerate in West Africa, that is also in this Latin America ayahuasca. So it's 100% deity of nature, and it's a very, very powerful medicine, and the experience is a very, very enlightening experience. So I want to recommend people, everybody, to try this. If you can have a way to try this ayahuasca, find a good place, because now there are so many fake people online also doing ayahuasca retreats, doing this, taking money from people. If you can find a good place, I want you to try it. I believe this is going to show you who you are, expose you, and heal whatever you have whatever you have in your body is going to make you a much better person. Okay, so this is my experience with it. It's a very, very powerful experience, a very, very empowering experience, a very, very liberating experience for me. And I'm totally happy that I took part in this journey. And I hope I would have to try again in the future. But this one that I did is enough for me. I'm still, the thing is still inside my body as I'm talking to you right now. It's still inside. I also did the Kimbo medicine. This is the Kimbo medicine that is gotten from the Kimbo frog in Latin America too. It's a very poisonous frog actually that secretes some kind of chemicals that is very, very good for healing or purging of toxins in the body. The way it is done is that they take this from the frog and then they burn it, they burn some holes into your body, and they put it inside. When I took this one totally knocked me out. I was like out of the equation for like 1 hour. It's a very powerful medicine. They asked us to take a 6 glass of water before we take this very medicine. So I took it, and it's a kind of cleanse. I think this one works very well with the nervous system. It went into all my body, and it's a very, very empowering medicine as well. So I did the 100% the tobacco, the wrapping tobacco. I did it about twice. I think it's very good cleansing. We did a lot of tobacco cleansing there. It is very, very nice too. So, the experience, I will give it a 100 of 100. Ayahuasca is highly recommended. In fact, if I have a means, I would like to take it to Africa. We need to have this kind of thing in Africa. I will try in the future to take this thing there, so more people can experience. I believe a lot of people can be able to benefit from this ayahuasca medicine. I think it's a very, very good thing. So I want you guys to try it if you can find a good, reputable place, safe place whereby it will not be crowded. You'll be free to relax, express your mind, totally relax, and just take the medicine, just relax, and go through the experience. I think you are not going to regret it. You're not going to regret it. It will solve your problem. It will actually show you who you are and show you your enemies. When I did, all my enemies were exposed. I saw everything. I know I know what I'm doing in life, and I know my purpose. I have always been in that purpose already. I just need to expand and enhance it. So I think this is one of the best things that I have done this year. So this year is a year of transformation for me. So this is my experience with ayahuasca. It's highly recommendable. Please like and share this video if you would like to try it. I will want you to try it with these people that I did it with. They are very, very good people. They are professionals and they are very excellent people. I met some good people there, and I was impressed. They did their best. Those people have seen a lot of things. They have seen a lot of things. But they are matured. So please like and share this video. Subscribe to my channel. If you would like to know or learn African spirituality, I have a website, www.kindoki.net. You can register. I teach African spirituality. If you want to do spell work, you can contact me. Or if you want to read my book to know about the scientific validity of African spirituality, I have this book that I have written that will show you everything that you need to know about the origin and the validity of African spirituality, the scientific validity. You can also buy my book. So this is what I have for you today. Questions and comments are always welcome. Like and share this video, and I'll be seeing you in the next video as usual. So take care and bye. Peace.